Hello traders and welcome to tradingwithbill.com. I'm Bill. We're in Thailand, bright blue sunny skies, actually 7 a.m. in the morning. It is beautiful, nice and cool. We're ready for another day at the trading desk. How are we doing, traders? Hope everybody is doing fine. So I have to tell you this story because this is an educational story. So a friend of mine comes over to Thailand last week, now an ex-friend. I know him about 6 years, but I've only seen him twice. He brings me cigars over to Thailand. So he comes over, right? So we're out having lunch, and he says, yeah, I lost over $400,000, which is, almost, 48% of my account or 46% of my account in the stock market in the last 6 months. And I'm like, wow, really? He goes, yeah. I said, well, what did you do? Nothing. I'm trying to find ways to get it back and right? So what's my point here? I turned around to him and I said, can you read a price chart? Can you read a chart? Can you read a chart to see where price action of your stock is so you protect your money? Not a clue. Not a clue. Wouldn't know a candlestick from a EMA to a horizontal Fibonacci level to anything. My point is, traders, you and I learn something every day in trading. My good friend in Thailand, Jan, comes over. We sit here at the trading desk. We teach each other. We learn something. We're smarter than most out there that are losing their ass. Congratulations. All right, let's get to it. That's my little rant for today. But it's an important rant, by the way. So we had BRC retail sales out of the pound, 2.8, which is a good number. However, we're going to talk about the pound here in a second. It really took a tumble yesterday. Japan household spending came out, 2 bad numbers there. Aussie has current account today, HIA new home sales in about an hour from now. Keep an eye on that. Interest rate decision, there's nothing going to happen with that, folks. They're not going to change anything with the interest rate decision. I think last month they said they were going to change it in like a year and a half or 2 years. So then there'll be an RBA statement, which is the important part, like, were they dovish, are they hawkish, what do they want to do, all that good stuff. And we got Spanish services PMI today. German composite PMI. What else do we got? Service PMI out of the euro, pound. We got a MPC guy speaking. Who cares about that? Labor productivity out of Canada today. Yes. Market composite out of the States. Service PMI out of the States. ISM non-manufacturing unemployment out of the States. I always like that number. ISM non-manufacturing PMI today. JOLTS job openings comes out today. Of course, our global dairy trade price index comes out. You can see it says tentative. It's normally about 10 a.m. on Wall Street. Okay, that would be 2100 hours, 9 p.m. in Thailand. So that's what's going on our data today. Pretty steady. We got, it should keep us moving pretty comfortably as we go through our trading day today. That's a good thing. So let's just take a look. Dollar index still at that 94 area. Really hasn't done anything yesterday. It came down a little bit below and it went up. However, if you were looking at dollar pairs yesterday, you saw that when the dollar index dropped, right? What happened to the dollar pairs? The dollar got weak and the dollar pairs went up. The euro went up. Pound went up, right? All these dollar pairs went in the opposite direction. Watch dollar strength and weakness. It'll help you so much in your trading. So much. What I wanted to take a peek at today was oil. So oil, WTI is at 64.97. I think the futures yesterday was at 66, if I'm not mistaken. Brent is at 75.41. Listen, this oil dipping down into 65 and 66 and 67. Listen, this is an opportunity. This is not a bad thing. Oil's going up. It's been in an uptrend for a long time. Oil is going to continue to go up. This is a pullback, which we always expect. This is just going to be a buying opportunity when that when that happens, and we see it on our charts that me and you can read, right? Okay. All right, so that's what's going on. Let's head to the charts, my friend, and let's take a look. Here's a dollar index. This is what I was talking about. This was this dip yesterday, right? Of course, the dollar pairs went in the opposite direction, and that's what happened there. So no big deal with the dollar index. It's above 94. We want to see it back up to 95, but I don't think anything's going to happen very quick. So we just have to be patient with that. Let's take a look at the Great British Pound, U.S. dollar. Yeah, this is a really nice, this is a trading opportunity here, my friends. Absolute trading opportunity here. I like this. Look at price right now is below the 200 exponential moving average. We're at 33.16. Listen, if this breaks that 33 into the 32.90 area, get a close below that, we're going to take this down to the downside. Now, I always talk about wide open spaces. Well, look at this, my friends. Wide open space. The whole chart is just a wide open space. We'll probably get a little bounce here at S1. Got a little bit over here. Got one candle that's basically that same price level. We'll get a little bit bounce there. But other than that, folks, there is nothing left of the chart that's going to interfere with this pair continue to the downside. I would not enter this pair right now. It's probably going to be an entry like maybe an hour to 90 minutes before the London Open. We can sell this. This looks just like a really, really nice opportunity for us. Look to sell the pound dollar. So let's look at, which we haven't looked at in a while, I think, the pound yen. Pound yen, just wiggle around the charts a little bit. So this looks like this is heading up to R1, which for those who are not familiar, this line here with a P is the daily pivot point, and this is the first resistance level. So this looks like this is on its way up. Angle separation, tilted to the upside. This looks like this is going to continue up there. I like this sell. We're coming up to that 12900 area, right? Great opportunity there. It's a whole number. I like my 80s, my 20s, and my whole numbers. So I think that's really an opportunity for us that we can take advantage of. However, I want this to get as close as possible to that 129 area, and we're going to sell it. It's now at 128.60, so it's got about another 30 pips to go, and we can sell this to the downside. I like this. This is looking really nice today, so it's another one on the watch list. This might, depending on how this Aussie data comes out today, this might trigger in Asia. We might be able to get this before Asia gets really slow in about 3 to 4 hours. But we might get this in Asia, which would be nice. Yeah. Let's take a look at the New Zealand dollar. That's another one of my other fans. I don't have many fans, but that one's one of my fans, right? Yeah. So here we are. Look at this. Right off the pivot. Right off the R1, sunk down. Right now it's floundering around here, right? And, to me, this looks like this is going to head up to R1 and probably give it an overshoot, to be honest with you, and then come back down again and make the run to the downside. So, again, this Aussie data will affect this to a point. And, if that data comes out positive, and that's going to be that rate statement, we might see this pop up to that R1, overshoot it. We'll wait till it closes below it again, and then we're going to sell this. Remember that 55, the teal line on the chart, is a very good chance we're going to get a bounce there, right, in either direction. And then, of course, the 200 is the next one. So, we'll, just look for like 30 pips today out of this pair. 25, 30 pips, and get out, right? Just get out of it. It's the way the market is today. Just get it in and get out, right? Let's look at the pound yen, which I was always taught it was called the beast, but there's a lot of names out for it now. So we'll take a look at this pound yen chart here. This is in the middle of our range, right? Well, this is the top of our range. So this was our other part of our range. So we're going to bring this range up here, Okay, so we're basically in the, well, pretty much close to the middle of this range. We need this really, really to get up, right? This needs to move up, and like we don't want to be playing with this. Really, I'd like to see this at 147.50. Okay, 147.50. I want it to overshoot R1, and I want it to get to 147.50. That would be my entry, and then take it back to the downside. We'll see how R1 reacts when price gets up to it. I don't see a lot, that's going to make a. To me, this R1 doesn't look that strong. I could be totally wrong on that, folks. Totally wrong on that. But this R1 doesn't look really strong at the moment. So we'll just leave it alone. But we need price to get up. If it gets up to 147.75, that's even better. Right? 80, that's one of my favorite numbers. That's another great one. We can take that. We're going to take this to the downside. Right? I think the Great British Pound is going to continue to stay weak, folks. It's going to continue to stay weak. And if you see him up move where the pound gets strong, it's probably related to the dollar being weak. Okay? There's really not a lot of good data coming out of the pound that's substantiating that this pound continues to be strong. Okay? All right. My friends, that is it for me on a Tuesday, and I am over my time. Thank you so much for being with me. And what do you know more than most people know? We know how to read a price chart. Traders, have a great trading day. Always remember to trade smart, not hard. We'll see you tomorrow morning in Asia. Take care, my friends. Have a great day. Bye-bye now.